Hey guys, welcome to Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God. You're going to see the price breakdown for this meal for 7 days on our little, it's hot and heavy, for our feed one person for less than $40 a week. This would be the serving size you could eat every day. This is more food than I'm going to be able to eat, but I'm going to give you the price breakdown for this and the calories and everything for this, and you can decide what you need to eat, but you would have enough to eat this much throughout the week. So we will see you guys in a little bit for the cost breakdown. Hey guys, so last time you saw me, I was showing you how much food you could eat on the beans and rice meal that we made for lunch. So in this breakdown of feeding somebody for less than $40 a week, I was making sure that the meals were large enough that you weren't leaving a meal hungry, but you may not need to eat the amount of food that was there. I ate, of that beans and meat, I ate maybe 3/4 of it, and I was full. I had given someone else a portion of it, but I didn't need to go back for seconds. But if you had eaten that portion that I gave you, the beans was almost 2 full servings of beans on the plate I showed you. It was almost 2 full servings of beans. It was a little more like 1.3 servings of rice. It was 1 serving of salsa, like this is the serving on the back of the package, 1 serving of corn, and it was just under 1 serving of taco seasoning. I ended up using 1 packet of the taco seasoning that you saw me buy in the challenge. For the food that I bought, you saw 2 packages bought there. I wasn't sure if I was going to need both packages, and I wanted to make sure that the food I made was tasty, and not use things from my pantry. So in making that meal, I did not use any extra oil or anything like that. I cooked my beans in the slow cooker with water. So I did the package of beans along with 5 cups of water, and I did 5 cups of rice, 4.5 cups of water to the whole package of rice. And so then what I showed you was 1/7 of all of the different things, or 1 serving of it. Oh, and that was 1 ounce of cheese on top of it. So the cost breakdown, like the calorie breakdown and everything, if you ate that full plate of food at a meal, you'd be able to do that 7 times, so once each day, and it would work out to 624 calories for 1 meal. Well, so that's pretty impressive. That's a lot of food. And depending what kind of job you have, maybe you'd want this meal to you'd only want half this meal. Maybe you have like an office job and you don't really eat that much. But for what I showed, 624 calories and 23 grams of protein. And it ended up costing about $1.05 to make the meal as I showed it to you, like the plate that I showed you. But because we had already counted the cheese in the cost breakdown for breakfast, just the ingredients that were here without the cheese, because that was left over from the other meal, would have been $5.47 for the whole week's worth of food, counting only the stuff that I put in this meal. And so all of this cost breakdown, you can see my paper, this was all done by my 10-year-old daughter. This was her math this week. And so that was the lunch portion. The lunch portion of our meal. So you could do it for lunch, you could do it for supper. And then I will show you tomorrow what the supper dish is, or maybe the next day. I don't know how these are scheduled, but we'll show you the supper dish next. See you next time on Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God.